I recently had the privilege of spending some time with Orthodox woodcarver, symbolist, and YouTuber Jonathan Pageau. We had some great conversations together, and he graciously agreed to sit down with me for an interview. I'm going to be releasing episodes from this interview over the next weeks and months, so please subscribe below to get notified when a new video becomes available.
There actually is a pretty vibrant history of carving in the Orthodox Church. Some of the first icons that we have after the iconoclastic controversy, that is, after the moment where icons were a bit threatened in the Orthodox Church, the first icons that we have after that conflict were relief icons, ivory icons. And so relief carving has been a very vibrant part of the Orthodox tradition. But it is true that in terms of culture, carving and carved images are seen as more related to the West. And the fact that I have gone into carving is not totally arbitrary, because I am a Westerner and I am not from Russia or from Greece. I'm French descent. And so to me, going into icon carving has been a way also to find those bridges, to find places where even the ancient Western tradition, the ancient medieval tradition, can be renewed and restored in a way that is not idiosyncratic or just nostalgic, in a way that can participate in people's lives. And so being able to make icons which people have in their homes, which churches use in their processions, which churches use in their services, has been a way to practically create these objects once again. But at the same time, I'm always sensitive to, let's say, the Western version, which was lost, and trying to fuse those languages together and create something which is a not just a copy of a Russian icon or a Greek icon, but is in communication and is calling, let's say, to those lost Western traditions. And so I think that icon carving has a particular capacity to do that, because the carvings of the West, the medieval carvings, are so beautiful and are so full of meaning and significance that we can now create objects that bring the two worlds together. And so that has been one of the reasons why I've been doing icon carving. As my whole life, knowing in some way that I was going to be an artist somehow, and struggling with that in art school, and then actually throwing all my art away and kind of turning away from art after art college, because it was just the contemporary art world was just too nuts. I think that it has given me a way to integrate things together. And so, as an icon carver now, my work and my life, and then my life in prayer and, my church, all of those things kind of fit more and more together as I'm moving through life. And the stories, let's say, the patterns that I talk about, as I carve them, even with my hands, and as I participate in liturgy, they sink in a slow way. I feel them taking up more space, let's say, in my life and in my world. And I think that has brought a deeper and deeper meaning and deeper connection, and looking out the world and seeing how things are connected and seeing it as this theophany, as God manifesting himself in the world and in society in certain ways. And so it really is, for me, I could say, it's this slow theophany. It's this progressive vision of God appearing in the world and seeing in things and in connections that I hadn't seen before, slowly seeing God appearing more and more in the world. I think that has been the most amazing thing, And I'm always surprised as I move forward, as my own personal trust in God grows, let's say, and as I slowly whittle away at my own passions and do that in collaboration with my confessor and in church, all those things coming together, it is this slow theophany. And I look around and I see more light in the world today than I did, 20 years ago, let's say. And I see that growing. And so I think that, at least for myself, that's been the most amazing thing. And I look forward to seeing it continue by the grace of God.
Hi again. I hope you enjoyed this episode from my interview with Jonathan Pageau. Again, please subscribe to get notified when new episodes become available. And also, if you would, please leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what you thought of this video. Thanks, have a great weekend, and see you next week.